everyone, we have prepared latest market updates for December 16th, 2022. Amazon brings Warhammer 40K to the screens. Amazon.com will bring the popular fantasy game Warhammer 40K to movie and TV screens after the tech giant's content division reached an agreement with Games Workshop Group, the British game developer said Friday. The deal, financial details of which were not disclosed in a statement from Games Workshop, underscores Amazon's desire to take advantage of the streaming boom and beat out competitors including HBO Max and Netflix. It also follows the expansive prequel series to J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings novel's Rings of Power, which set a record debut for Prime Video series in September. Games Workshop produces board games in the fantasy and futuristic battle genres, including Warhammer 40K, set in the 41st millennium. Meanwhile, the media reported Friday that actor Henry Cavill could star in a new project a day after confirming that he would not return as Superman in the DC universe and following his departure from his role as Geralt of Rivia in the Netflix series The Witcher. Gold fails to halt higher amid recession fears. Gold prices were subdued Friday after sharp losses in earlier sessions as growing recession fears were exacerbated by signals from several major central banks that interest rates were far from peaking. Spot gold remained flat around $1,776.15 an ounce, and gold futures held near $1,787.05 an ounce. Both instruments were down nearly 2% on Thursday. The yellow metal was also expected to lose about 1.1% this week due to a rebound in the dollar as investors sought refuge in dollars. While the yellow metal caught a few bets earlier in the week on signs of easing inflationary pressures in the U.S., it quickly reversed that trend after the Fed warned that U.S. interest rates were likely to peak at higher than expected levels. This was followed by a signal from the European Central Bank that it would continue to raise rates, with core inflation remaining above the bank's target range. A batch of weak economic data from the U.S. and the Eurozone also show that both economies are struggling under the yoke of high inflation and rising interest rates. Dutch central bank issued a warning to KuCoin. In a recent statement, the Netherlands bank, DNB, issued a warning to investors against KuCoin. The DNB said KuCoin was not legally registered with the bank and was acting illegally. The statement, which was issued on December 15th, said MEK Global Limited, which operated in the Netherlands under the name KuCoin, failed to comply with the requirements of the Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing Act. The DNB also mentioned that KuCoin conducted illegal activities by providing exchange services between virtual and fiat currencies as well as custodial wallets. The bank also said MGL customers are not breaking the law, but they may be at increased risk of involvement in money laundering or terrorist financing. In September 2017, Johnny Liu launched the KuCoin exchange, which operates in more than 200 countries around the world. The exchange began offering services in the Netherlands in October 2019. The DNB has not disclosed what action to take against KuCoin in connection with the breach.